Vegetarian ranks every Cornell dining hall. Since you're watching this video, I assume that you fall under one of these two categories. Either one, you are a current Cornell student or a prospective Cornell student, and therefore you're interested in seeing my perspective on the dining hall food. Or two, you're simply interested in knowing what an Ivy League's dining hall food is truly like. Either ways, you're gonna enjoy this video because we have been to every single dining hall, reviewed the food that we have gotten, and now we'll be placing them on a tier list. Without further ado, let's begin with number 1, Jensen's Dining. Jensen's Dining, that's it. The two different kinds of pastas. Underneath, this is the salad. This is the potato lyonnaise. And this is the steamed vegetables. So first up is going to be the steamed vegetables. So I'm going to take this first. And just like regular cauliflower. We'll try this, the carrot. Very standard. It tastes healthy. It tastes steamed. You know it's boring because it's healthy. What I'm excited for is the potato lyonnaise, along with the pastas and the cookie. But prior to that, we have to have the black bean salad, something along those lines. Let's see. Wow, this is surprisingly really good. Anyways, into the potato lyonnaise, or however you say it. I've not even heard of this term before. They use all these fancy terms. Okay, here it is. Also very good. Oh my god, the flavor, the seasoning, everything is just so perfect. I'm glad I got a good portion for this. Next up is the pastas. So two different kinds of pastas. This is the baked pasta. Superb. There's a lot of ingredients that they've put. The other is tortellini. Let's give it a shot. So this one, it's not the best. It's just pure tomato sauce. Something I didn't understand is that why they would put two red sauce pastas right next to each other. Should have some sort of variety. I'm saying this as if I'm a food critic. And now finally, it's time to munch on the cookie. Okay, this one's really bad. It is extremely soggy. Before making my decision, you can take a look at the tier list. The highest rank will be Michelin, then impressive, then average, then I'd rather cook, and you know how incredible my cooking is. And the bottom one will just be, let's not talk about it, we move on, we act as if that dining hall doesn't even exist. So my ranking is going to be based off not only the food that you see me eat, but as well as my entire perception of that dining hall based on my experiences, because I have visited these dining halls more than once. So I believe that I do have a good perception of what these dining halls are truly like. In terms of, you know, consistency, I can evaluate them on a much more better level than solely just this one food experience. So yeah, trust this video. It is going to be absolutely real, authentic. Only downside, which it's not really a downside, but the entire perspective is going to be from a vegetarian's point of view. So yeah, Jensen's, I found it impressive, right? It's up there with impressive. However, there have been experiences over there regarding the service. Firstly, I was holding 2 plates filled with food. I go to the next counter and there they're serving dumplings, but the dumplings are in a bowl. So I leave my 2 plates, you know, right in front of the counter, take the bowl of dumplings, dump it in my plate, and then I leave the bowl over there, pick up my 2 plates and start walking to where I'll be eating. Out comes this female staff and shouts, "What are we gonna do with the bowl? Why would you ever leave a bowl like that?" Now, I'm saying it obviously in a much more calmer tone, but yo, she shouted, and I was like just frozen. I was like, whoa, where is this coming from? Go and return it. So after we are done using our cutlery, we have to return it to a particular station. So I was like, okay, it's not a big deal, it's just a bowl. I acknowledged my mistake and I went and I took that bowl and I placed it. Students will make mistakes, people make mistakes, okay? Maybe you might be thinking what I did was completely wrong, completely out of order. But being an employee of that dining hall, you have no right, forget actually being an employee, basic human nature. you're not meant to just shout over a bowl being left at the counter. On another instance, you know, you walk into the dining hall, there's someone there, you know, saying good evening, but just such a rude attitude. So there were these few employees there, a few workers who are always there. That's why I'm able to, you know, fully evaluate this dining hall, or all these dining halls for that matter, that, you know, can get on your nerve and ruin your dining experience over there. So keeping that into account, and keeping the food is good, the variety of vegetarian dishes are also good, and despite these two workers, you know, holding them back, I have to also say at the same time that there are several fantastic employees over there as well. So I don't want to just pull them down because of these two employees, but keeping everything into account, I'm going to be putting them in impressive. What is holding them from Michelin is solely the service, like that consistency in service where every employee should know the standard, right? They cannot have such employees raise their voice. If they work on that consistency and making sure everyone is up there, they're getting Michelin. And trust me, there are a few dining halls, a few? Okay, we'll see whether there are any dining halls which reach Michelin. Next one, Okies. Oh my god. So I guess we have all just witnessed one big downside of this container. How did my mom used to pack my food when I was in school so well that this would never happen? It was raining outside, so I took this container, and once I filled it up with the food, I put it in my backpack. And this is what happens when you put it in your backpack. Nonetheless, I'm gonna make sure I take that aside when I'm doing the food rating. Although you can't really see in my container, but I got, again, everything that I could of vegetarian. So there was pizza, margarita pizza, there was basmati rice, tofu with stir-fried vegetables, another mixed vegetables, pretzels, cheddar sauce, and chocolate hot fudge. For this one, I will not show you the food. It is really messy. So this is the pizza. Okay, it tastes like regular margarita pizza, but it's very cold. I live 5 minutes away from Okies. I can give it the benefit of the doubt, that the distance, but it's just margarita pizza. Next is the pretzel dipped in hot fudge sauce. The pretzel is good. I don't think it's supposed to be eaten with hot fudge sauce. They put the pretzel next to hot fudge sauce and cheddar sauce, so I just took both the sauces. The pretzel is good. Next, I'm gonna go for the rice with stir-fried vegetables. Also very good. Now my food review of this might have been more on the good side, but let's get into the true dining hall experience. I have been to this dining hall quite a few times early on in the semester. I haven't been ever since, okay? Reason being, they always serve basically the same food. And in addition to that, it tends to be quite crowded, being the only dining hall on Central Campus. See, this is what I feel. Since they're the only dining hall on Central Campus, they are enjoying this monopoly in a way. Students will not go anywhere else. They don't care because this is the only dining hall on Central Campus. So they don't really focus on ensuring that top-notch food quality, that top-notch variety of food. They don't care. Though you didn't get to see any of that because I ate in this room. I have to take all of that into consideration, and the fact that I have never visited that dining hall ever since the early of semester, and will never, even in the remaining of my semester, ever visit that dining hall. I don't care if it's in the Central Campus, I'd rather buy food, and therefore, trust me. On to the next one. Keeton House Dining. This is Caesar salad. It was labeled as King's Cake or something like that. Pesto sauce, basil pesto sauce with pasta, quinoa salad, cucumber salad, mixed vegetables. The smell in my room, wow. The strong smell of basil. Okay, first up, the Caesar salad. Can't go wrong with it, it's very good. Next we'll try the pasta with pesto. I took too little pesto. How they presented it was that there was just pure pasta, and right next to that were the different sauces like white sauce, red sauce, and pesto sauce obviously. I think I took too little sauce. I can't blame them, but very good. This is the mixed vegetables now. Standard with quinoa. Yep, it's tasty, it's good. And the cucumber. Ooh. A bit of kick in that one. Okay, last up is the dessert that they had. Going for the bite. It looks very good. Wow. That is extremely good. But still remember, okay, I'm not just judging this based on this food. I've eaten in a lot of these restaurants already, so I'm basing it off my experience as soon as I enter the place, how the staff are, and in addition to that, the food. I'm just about to finish the dessert. The last bit is like rock hard. I know it looks soft right now, but you literally can't break it. It's rock hard. Overall, yeah, I like the food. Genuinely, I like the food. It was good food. However, the variety that this restaurant offers, that this dining hall offers to vegetarians, lacks tremendously. In addition to that, oh yes, I've barely visited this dining hall. Primarily, it's not even because of the food, it's because of the staff. The staff, in simple terms, horrible, okay? I visited that dining hall early in the semester. I took salad from their buffet counter. I brought it back, I sat down, and my friend, first thing he says, "How can you have this salad? It's not vegetarian." Now, every dish, regardless of the dining hall you go to, is labeled, whether it's vegetarian or even above that, it's written all the ingredients that are the primary ingredients that are in this dish. So you get to read it. So I replied to my friend saying that no, the label shows it's vegetarian, as well as the ingredients above shows that it is vegetarian, like there's no non-vegetarian food in it. He said, no, this is non-veg, this is pork. Now don't get me wrong, okay? I do not know how pork, I've not seen the different ways that pork can be made and how it can be shaped, so I'm not an expert in identifying pork, nor can I tell by taste. But fortunately I didn't taste it, my friend identified it. So immediately I went to the buffet counter and I said, can you call your head chef, because my friend is saying this is non-vegetarian, whereas you've written vegetarian. The head chef comes out, it's not on me, it's not on me. I'm like, okay. Then he calls the person who made it. Now the person who made it comes out and he says, can't you tell there's pork? And I was like, what? You've literally written vegetarian. He said, yeah, but can't you tell that there's pork in this? I said, that's not my job to tell whether it has pork or not. I can literally read, and it reads vegetarian. He says, yeah, we made a mistake, but you're the person taking the food, so you should be able to identify that there is pork. And I was like, wait, so you're blaming me for... He said, yeah. And I was so taken aback. You know, when you're dealing with dumb people, it is so... You automatically lose an argument because they're so dumb. So immediately I thought to myself, I'm going to be taking this to the management and I'll deal with the more smarter people, because this guy is... Let's not talk about his dumbness. That's the tier list. That's where I put his brain. So I go back and I sit. So he comes back to the table where my friend and I are sitting, and he's like, I hope you understand. It's not all our fault. It's partially your fault as well. And I was like, see, the moment if you're going to say that it is partially my fault, you are in the complete wrong. It's that simple. And then you walked away. That's it. That was the end of the conversation. I took this up with the management, and let's just say they took very good care of it. He didn't get fired. Okay, chill out. I would never do that. Okay, I understand it's where you make your money, but it got handled in the right way. They gave him training. It all went well. But again, I never wanted to enter that dining hall again. Then the management called again and said that you can enter the dining hall again. Rest assured, like it's going to be good now. It's always going to be good. And yeah, so I've entered back, and now I've only gone like I think a few times, and it has been good, but variety wise extremely, but food quality that you get over there is good. So I would place this between I'd rather cook and average. I'm gonna put this in I'd rather cook. No, I'm gonna put them in average. The improvement that I've seen since my first dining hall experience, my first few dining hall experience to today, they have improved. So because of that improvement, I am gonna give them average. I'm gonna push them up. I would have put them in I'd rather cook if I saw no improvement. Next up, cook. Okay, I got the food. I hope I'm not biased in this one. Reason being, in this cup is mango lassi. And in this, my friends, is naan, rice, chana, and rajma chawal. Rajma and chawal is here, with steamed vegetables on the side. Now, the reason I seem biased, because there is Indian food, right? For a close-up, here you go. So this cookie is all wet now, but this is the chana. There's naan, rice, the steamed vegetables, cauliflower, and this is the dessert, the double chocolate chip cookie. Along with, first time we're getting a drink. Usually the drinks are just standard, mango lassi. So this is the cauliflower vegetable, like gobi, you know? This is very good. Now peas with carrots over here. I'm not a big fan of it, but it is a healthy element. I'm gonna try the rajma mixed with chana, mixed with rice. Wow, it's actually very good. I'm gonna give the naan a bite. I'm gonna mix it with chana and a bit of rajma. Naan is a bit cold, but it is soft still. It might be because I'm missing Indian food. That's why I'm loving any form of Indian food that I'm getting. But it's good. Now I'm gonna try the double chocolate chip cookie. Let me tell you, okay? I promise you. I thought I took one double chocolate cookie and turns out I actually have two. And I'm very happy that I accidentally took two. Cheers, here's the mango lassi. It is definitely not authentic or to that standard. It feels like, it tastes like an American mango lassi. But I can taste the Indianness in the drink, but it is an exceptional attempt at making mango lassi. Now Cook is the only dining hall on West Campus which has late night food options, which means it is open till 10:30 p.m. The other late night food options, or the other dining halls which offer late night food options, are in North Campus, and it is extremely far from where I'm living on West Campus. If you've watched my previous videos, you would have known that I made a video titled Hungry at 9:21 p.m. As I said, this dining hall is open till 10:30 p.m. I think that alone should give you an understanding of where I'd place this. Yeah, my review of the food that I'm having over here is good. However, their late night food options it just seems literally like leftovers. The way they're serving it, what they're serving, it's literally just leftovers. And you know, there's a certain difference in the way you serve. And if your expertise is in dining, then it's your job to make sure that every student who's walking in there who has paid for a meal should get a certain level of food and a certain level of service, regardless of the time we enter. What a line, wow. That was a powerful line. That was good. That was good, man. Very good. I don't think they've ever served breakfast. But lunch and dinner tends to be okay. Nothing so great. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
And their late night food options absolutely is. I'm gonna be just placing it on average, but below Keeton. Next is Becker. Okay, so here's the meal. This is from Becker House. I've taken all the vegetarian food and we have this. We have the spinach and mushroom pizza over here. We have a margarita pizza right behind it. We have pasta, a brownie, Caesar salad, roasted potatoes, carrots and marinated tofu. Oh, by the way, this was the only dining hall which actually gave such a nice packing of cutlery. These are phenomenal. Anyways, here we have a marinated tofu as well. So we're gonna start with the spinach and mushroom pizza. Very good. Now this is their cheese pizza. Something I already want to mention straight off the bat. Usually some dining halls cut it so small that the pieces are very small. They give a good portion for this one. Excellent. Now going for the boring stuff. I'm gonna give the carrot a taste. Standard carrot. Can't go wrong with it. It's not the most tastiest. I feel they could have put some sort of seasoning in it. I don't know if that's usual. It's very bland. Now the roasted potatoes. The roasted potatoes are good. Coming back to the carrots, one more thing is that it was called carrots dipped in olive oil. I couldn't even taste the olive oil. Now onto the salads. We had at Keeton as well, the Caesar salad, if I'm not mistaken. This is far worse. It literally feels like they've just taken lettuce or leaves from the tree and just chucked it in this. So it's called pasta with zucchini. I'm giving that a bite now. They put this in white sauce. It's a bit dry. However, you can taste the seasoning, you can taste the flavors. And if you remember, in Keeton I said they let you put the sauce. This one they already put the sauce for you, and they have put quite little sauce. And the second last, which is the marinated tofu. Ooh. Quite salty. I guess it's the perfect time to go in for a bite of the brownie. Yeah, this is good. Just pure chocolate. A little bit dry, but it's decent, it's standard. Once again, food is one thing, experience is another, and my overall impression when I've been there, because I've been there a few times, will all accumulate to where I position Becker in the ranking. Honestly, I don't have much to say about this. I've never interacted with any of the staff over there. I've been there quite a few times. This place is honestly just bang on standard. It's just like bang on average. You walk in, you are guaranteed average food. And every time I've walked into that place, it is average food. So, I mean, I just place it on average, and it'll be on the higher end of average. Like it'll beat Cook and Keeton. Now 104 West. Heading to 104 West now. Let's go and eat. This dining hall is very interesting. Reason being, it was the only dining hall which served, you know, you saw on my plate the chocolate milk in a bottle. All the other times you have to take it in a plastic cup, and then it's like a water dispenser type thing, but for chocolate milk. And then you just fill up chocolate milk in the plastic cup and then drink it. This one was the only one which gave it to you in that cute bottle, and I love it. I loved it. It was so good. So that uniqueness was not there in any of the dining hall, and therefore it needs to get bonus points for that. In addition to that, you saw the dining hall. It completely empty. It's like you have the whole dining hall to yourself, and I've been there numerous times, and it's always been like that. So just the high ceilings, everything, I found it really nice. A good ambience to sit in and have food. Food quality, actually, I'd say is on the more lower end. It's not the tastiest. I mean, it's very different food for me. They're vegetarian. They don't serve much vegetarian food. Anyway, the amount of food that they're serving, including non-veg, is quite limited. And imagine on top of that, how limited the vegetarian food options would be. So their food quality is much more on the lower end. Their service is on the high end, as well as the ambience, you know, it's also on the higher end. Balancing it out, I'd put it in the middle of average. That's where I place it. Ooh, where? Above Cook, below Keeton. I put it above Keeton. The reason I put it above Keeton and cook is because I've visited this dining hall more times than the other two because of the consistency. Next is Morrison. Now Morrison I don't have a separate food review for. I had it in my Welcome to Cornell University video. Stuff you saw is exceptional. I still remember Jason. Shout out to Jason. It's up there, man. It's up there. Just put it up there. The entire place is just phenomenal, okay? The variety of desserts, the variety of vegetarian food, whole salad section, just the whole ambience, top notch. Distance is far, but it's Michelin. It's super. Rose. This is what has been retrieved. So we have mixed vegetables, tofu, chili, some like potato fries, some more French fries. If you can see just beneath there's some French fries, broccoli, bread. I have no clue why this bread is there, and salad. So, and dessert wise, there was nothing that, it didn't seem like they had anything. To begin, we will start with the broccoli. I don't think there's any way you can go wrong with broccoli. It's a very safe dish to serve. Doesn't even seem like they've seasoned it. Just seems like regular old broccoli. I believe this defines non-vegetarian people's perceptions of a vegetarian. This is what we eat. Just straight off the garden. Yeah, exactly how a broccoli is supposed to taste. That's exactly how it tastes. Just behind the broccoli we have French fries. Okay, this is very good. A little bit too salty, but it's good. We also have the mixed vegetables. Now, I don't know if I missed rice. I didn't see rice. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. They had rice, I just couldn't see it. Because I presume these mixed vegetables like tofu and this mixed vegetable is supposed to be eaten with rice. But I couldn't see it, so we have to just have it raw. Not the best. I'm gonna try the tofu chili. That one's next. Decent. I don't have much to say for that. The salad, coleslaw, something like that kind of salad. Okay, the salad's good. And these potato fries. Individually, each dish has its pluses and minuses, okay? As a whole, this is not what I'd say is a good meal for dinner. It's disappointing. It seems like a very lazy preparation for those who are vegetarians. There's no substance in the food, and when I say substance, I mean, you know, like we had pasta, that's like a main course dish. A different one, there was chana with rice. It's a more filling dish. This is just, it's a letdown. I'll be honest with you, like this bread, yeah, I can try it raw, but I can try it without any. Oh my god. This is a big letdown. I'm gonna finish this just for your information. I give you my word, I've not recorded it, but I give you my word. All the meals that you see, 100% finished. Okay, I did not throw any of my food. I promise you that. Nor will this be thrown. I am going to finish it. But after this, I am going to go to another dining hall for a more filling dinner. The food is not awful. The experience itself is also decent, but I'd rather cook, honestly. I'd honestly rather cook. Next, North Star. Dinner from North Star. It was raining outside. I'm so sorry. I had to put it in my bag. It's a bit messy, but not too messy. This was a silicon style pizza. Vegetarian lo mein. Obviously, I don't even say vegetarian. Mashed potatoes, pasta, and steamed cauliflower stew. Vegan steamed cauliflower stew, something like that. It's very similar to Toni Morrison. I would call it an adapted version of Toni Morrison, in the sense that it's not as fancy and things like that, but it has those sections, like a grill section, a chef special section, dessert section. It has those different sections, which is not very common over here. You usually have it just buffet style, just a spread. In most of the dining halls, at least here on West Campus, all of them are like this. And yeah, one other thing before we get started is they had tons of vegetarian options. I took as much as I can of all the unique and dishes which I've not seen before. This shouldn't be anything that fancy or special. It's just literally plain pasta, white sauce pasta, no vegetables. Literally, as I said, yeah, it's standard, okay? It's nothing fancy. The lo mein is something I'm very interested in. Coming from Hong Kong as well, you know. It's good. It's good. It's actually good. I'll try the stew, the cauliflower stew. It's wonderful. The mashed potatoes should just taste like mashed potatoes. And lastly, the silicon style pizza. And that's the highlight. That is superb. That's good. I guess we just have one more left. We just have Risley dining hall left, and then you will get the ultimate final review. This dining hall I unfortunately tried quite late into the semester, and I really wish I tried it sooner. The food over here, you saw the silicon style pizza, like that was just one, you know, like when I've been there, so many different types. They have such variety of pizza options, amazing pasta options, fantastic desserts, great place to eat as well. It is, as I said, like a Morrison dining, but a adapted version of it. It's up there, man. It was good. It was genuinely really good. Not to the level of Morrison, but I'd put it up there. And finally we have Risley. This one was also good. It was great because all the food that I had, as you could see on my plate, the nachos, the unique sandwich, you know, usually you just get plain cheese sandwich. This one was different. It's distinct. And when dining halls have something, that factor which distinguishes them from the other dining halls, that's exactly what I like. Like, you know, with 104 West, giving the chocolate milk in a bottle, and you know, serving whatever food they're serving. It's not something you'd find in other restaurants, though it tastes nothing special, but it's, you know, you're gonna find something different over there. I like that. Risley, the food that they're serving, different. So I also like that, and because of that, I'm gonna be putting it above Jensen's. So this is my finalized tier list. I think if you're currently a Cornell student and you're watching this, I'm interested to know what you have to say. But this has been my experience from a vegetarian's point of view. Let me know what you think. And if you're a prospective student, I guess bank on this. Go try the restaurants in this order. Maybe try Oak and Shields first if you really, you know, because you want to try out all the dining halls. Try Oak and Shields first and then work your way up and see if your opinion differs from mine. I've just shared exactly my true raw experiences in every single one of these dining halls. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video where it'd be nice, you know, it'd be nice to spend a day with you. Yeah, we've eaten at all the foods. Let's spend a day together. Let's spend a day together at Cornell University.